What up, I'm John from Bloodbath & Beyond, and I'm here at Fan Expo 2019 with the cast of Kim's Convenience.
Hi, I'm Paul Sun-Hyung Lee. I play Appa.
And I'm Andrew Phung. I play Kimchi.
Clearly they know how to have fun. All right, what are we supposed to...
Well, we're Fan Expo, and every year I like to debut a new cosplay. This year, it's the Mud Trooper from Solo, a Star Wars story. I like the more obscure characters every once in a while, and plus it's a really cool look, and it was a fun build, so here I am with this.
And I'm rocking my Fatal Envy Ghostbusters jacket that I got at last year's Fan Expo Canada. And Paul and I actually really bonded from the love of Ghostbusters and building proton packs, and we kind of nerd out. And I think the last movie we saw together was It.
Oh yeah, it's Oscar too.
And how timely
Yeah.
that it is.
Yeah.
Part 2 is coming out now.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks from that, and
Yeah.
with Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2020.
We're both from Calgary, and that's where they're shooting Ghostbusters 3. And I was just there filming a movie, not Ghostbusters 3, but I did see a few things, and I told you about it, and I am so excited. We're so excited. And I think, an event like this, we're just both nerds, and we love to nerd out, and I think you can nerd out about anything now, and I love that. I love that we can just nerd out about anything in pop culture. You make it part of your DNA,
Yep.
And that's great. And like going back to like your character Kimchi on the show, like, you have that like, nerd culture thing. You have your own little stuff that you're into, especially your shoes. I know you have that one
We got
episode with the shoe
sneakers,
collection.
and we got comic books. And if you look around the apartment, there's a lot of like comic book fan art, that kind of stuff. But Kimchi and John are always kind of reading comics. Kimchi's into sneakers as well. And I love this idea where collectors and people who have these addictive personalities can come together and support and enable one another to do stuff like this.
Treat yourself is a big mantra for us.
Yeah.
Gets us in trouble a lot of time.
A bit about the show. You guys have 3 seasons now. What kind of stuff do we have to expect from Kim's Convenience in the future?
The lovely thing is we're going to a 4th season now, so there's a continuation of a lot of storylines. We know the characters really, really well now. And so the writers challenge us with different great storylines that we're able to follow through on. And there's movement on all the story fronts. So for everybody who's been watching the show beforehand, you're wondering, is this ever going to happen? Is that ever going to happen? You're going to get some movement on these stories, and there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of laughs, a lot of tears actually that are going to be happening in season 4, and we really can't wait to share it with you guys.
That's going to be awesome. Now, for a personal opinion here, we're going to go to the horror side of things. Mainly because for us, I studied film, and we did a lot of Korean cinema, Korean horror, Asian horror in general. For us, Train to Busan.
Yes.
Anything for you guys like that stands out? You're like, oh, this is like the best. I highly recommend it that you can tell people.
There's a movie called Gwemul, or in Korean, but in English it's called The Host. The director's name is Jun Bong-ho. It breaks every sort of rule that the movie monster genre has. Where it's like, don't reveal the creature until the 3rd act or whatever. This one, like right off the bat, in the first act, they reveal this monster in its entirety, and it goes against the norm, but it really is at the heart of it, like a lot of great horror movies, it's about the relationships of the people who are dealing with the monster. And so in this case, it's a father searching for his daughter, and how the family gets together to try to find her. And I cannot recommend that enough. It's called The Host. It's brilliant.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I cried. In the sewer, like oh my god, and like she comes back with her archery and everything.
It's a family of mess ups, and they actually have to pull together to try to save the daughter. So it's
no, I completely agree. What about you?
I can't remember the title. It's the Japanese horror where the woman has piano strings. Audition. It looks like you are passionate about horror movies. That movie actually turned me off. I couldn't handle it anymore. I was like, yo, and the twists and the stuff that happened in that movie rattled me to my core. It's such simple, nasty storytelling, you know what I mean? And it gets you. And so I think for me, like I after that movie, I was like, I am rattled. I can't go back. I couldn't do Japanese or Asian horror again. I need to go like North American where everything's like blah, like just so clearly in your face, and it's like, it's an old lady and she lost a hand, and like I can handle that. But the Japanese, I can't handle.
Because it messes with your mind.
Yeah.
Right. It gets in there.
Would you ever want to be in a horror movie? If so, would you want to be like the killer or like the hero, like the final person?
Oh wow. You know what? I think I'd like to be the one who's being chased throughout, because it's a lot of fun, right? If you're the killer, a lot of times your identity is a secret, right? And so you're in shadow. I mean, the plus side is that, you can get a stuntman to do all the physical stuff, so you're not running take after take after. I take that back. I want to be the killer, so I can get the stunt guy to do all the running, and then it can be the big reveal at the end. Those are. That's a playground that it'd be so much fun to play in. you know, and to do that because you don't want to make it. You want to make it real, and you want to react the way you would think, and it's just. Like that's good horror. When they don't go, that's ridiculous, that would never happen type thing. It's when they're right with you the entire way and you're screaming, don't go in there.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I don't want to be the killer. I want that Saw reveal, and I take off the laser collar. I'm like, it was me the whole time, not the old lady, me, the banker, and here's why. And then weave everything together. That's who I'd want to be.
You watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when you were a kid.
I know, but also I've been on this kick. They put all the Saw tests on YouTube, and I can't handle watching the movie, but I can handle watching a clip every now and then, and that's what I have done. So yeah,
that's awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit what you guys have planned for the future, if there's anything other than the show, any other projects that you could talk about, or?
Well, actually, you know, I'm in discussions to be in a feature called Karate Ghost.
No.
Which is actually as ridiculously fun as it sounds.
Yeah.
Karate Ghost?
Karate
You didn't
Ghost.
tell me about Karate
yeah,
Ghost?
No. And I'm also in another feature film called Kitty Mamas.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, those are the two projects that I've been working on.
I feel like everyone's seen your like Hapkido, and now they just want you as as a martial art master.
Yeah, no, this.
I'm filming the Beaverton next week on CTV, but also I just finished a movie called The Events Transpiring Before, During, and After a High School Basketball Game. It is a indie comedy set in the late 90s, and I get to play the coach, who is all about Phil Jackson's triangle offense, and I was in heaven making that movie. So that's going to come out in early 2020. And most importantly, Kim's Convenience Season 4. It's going to air on CBC in January 2020. You can watch it on CBC or download CBC Gem, the app, and stream it. It's free if you are in Canada. If you're not in Canada, then wait for it to go on Netflix maybe. We'll see.
That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Again, this is great. It was a pleasure. We really appreciate
so
it.
much, man.
Good fun times chatting. And everyone out there, Kim's Convenience, check it out. And all their horror recommendations, of course. Audition, host, classics. We'll see you guys later.
Do you have a cut? You don't do an ending like until next time.
Yeah.
The cameraman does it. Thank you for watching Bloodbath and Beyond. If you've seen Kim Convenience, let us know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Stay updated with everything Bloodbath and Beyond.
Woo.